it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, the pass of your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, beat and flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind?
Ready, set, steady, bang.
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all, beat and flow.
Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm.
Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Yellow, white, hero 15. Come back, hey, let's go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Yellow, 180. 15.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Hey, 15.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Shift. Blue dog working.
Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 18-yard line.
57's the mic. Watch 57. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes complete here. It's Hyde. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Now, that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Wide. Get wide.
Hey, 57. Come back.
They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Check. Crouch.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Let's go.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run it with Williams. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 3rd down.
No. 319.
Watch the curve.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
61, match box.
On second down, it's Jones. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he loses the football a second time.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Let's go.
Following the penalty, it's Hyde. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
At the 37-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
15.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
15.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike's trap.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
3 bud, 3 bud, 3 bud.
Hero 15. 15.
Exit.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A first throw for the backup Griffin. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Packers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
50's the mark. Defense wins championships, baby. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Come on. Come on, D.
From the gun, it's Griffin. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And he's got some space here. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Let's get this.
On 2nd and 15 now. Griffin flush to his right. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Caught by Jones. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them. Both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
43.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Got his man. That's Mecole Hardman, the rookie. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 57, 57.
61. Matchbox. Right. Alpha.
We gotta go, baby.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Here's Hyde. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard.
Yellow. I'll go on. Yellow.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Bravo.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
57.
Mahomes now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
15. Hey, 43.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Attack.
General. West.
Mike 57.
Zoom, fellas. Let's go.
15.
Watch twist.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, now this from 43. And the kick by Becker is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now it's Griffin. It's caught by Funchess. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Silver. Mike 50. Front. Hey, get in the weight room. Hey, Mike's 50. Squeeze, double. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Final play of the half. It's Griffin. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, all even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 82 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Jump out! He's not going to get me? Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike.
Been a long day for you.
Throwing again. Rodgers. And this is incomplete. Antonio Gates, the veteran tight end, was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, let's go.
Let's go, Mike 50.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yellow. Yellow.
Check 26, check 26.
Mahomes now on first down. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Yellow. Attack. 43.
Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Rodgers now to throw. And that's complete to Gates. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run high. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Color.
Hey, switch gears. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now a run with Hyde. And oh, the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes flush to his right. It's Hill, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Check 50. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, Mahomes forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
14 more yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. There he goes left side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Slam, slam, slam.
All right, go.
They'll run. Hyde. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, 15, 15, 15. Come back.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. And Butker able to put this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career. And he's going to need another one right now. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gates that time. That'll bring up second down.
319.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Jan 300. Jan 300.
50. Mike 50.
Bravo.
Hey, check. 50, Mike 50.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Rodgers now going to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of 2 there, second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Back to throw, Rodgers. He finds Crabtree for the completion. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Michael Crabtree, his first touchdown on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
The Chiefs take over.
Let's go,
at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. Attack. Hey, 43, 15.
Patrick. Recon, 132 fight. 24. Under 10.
Alert!
You go tight. You got tight.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Rolling to his right. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the